Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and are having an amazing day. My name is Mel and I'm incredibly passionate about fragrances. If you also love perfumes and you love exploring the world of perfumery, do consider subscribing to my channel as there will be plenty of fragrance content coming up your way. Today's video is very exciting for me because I will be sharing with you some of the most delicious gourmand fragrances in my collection. These are fragrances that will make you feel warm and cozy on a chilly day. I have to be honest with you, at the beginning of my fragrance journey, I was not really the biggest fan of too sweet and edible fragrances, but after sniffing and trying the fragrances I am about to share with you today, I have fallen in love with gourmands, and I think I have become somewhat of a gourmand addict at this point. So yeah, if you want to learn more about the fragrances I'll be talking about today, stay tuned until the end of this video. Let's go ahead and start today's video with one of the most unique fragrances in my collection. This is One Umbrella for Two by Floraïku. When it comes to packaging and presentation, Floraïku really pays attention to the slightest details. This is definitely one of the prettiest bottles that I have in my collection. This is a very fruity, soothing and comforting scent. It smells like a freshly baked berry cupcake. The main notes in this are blackcurrant, some tea, some rice, some musk and some cedar. It is a fruity scent, but it's definitely not too sweet. The sweetness is so well balanced with the rice note and the tea note. When you first spray the fragrance, I have to say that you experience some slight bitterness coming up from the tea. It also feels a little bit savory, but as it dries down, it becomes absolutely delicious, soft, creamy, fruity and musky. If you want to smell like a deliciously baked berry cupcake, definitely try One Umbrella for Two by Floraïku. The next fragrance we have is definitely one of the most addictive and seductive fragrances in my collection, and this is Tony Iommi by Xerjoff. I honestly have so many favorites by the brand, and I have also featured 2 more fragrances by them in this video. This fragrance is very rich, sensual, warm, sweet, spicy. In the opening we have some rum and some cinnamon, and to be honest with you, so good. The opening can be a little bit too much because it's very powerful, it's very boozy and very spicy because of the rum and the cinnamon. But as the scent dries down, it becomes absolutely divine. It's so creamy, smooth, sweet, delicious. It's absolutely incredible. In the base, we have some delicious caramel, vanilla, tonka bean and sandalwood. There is also some patchouli in the fragrance, and I have to be honest with you that the patchouli is quite prominent in it. I'm personally not the biggest fan of patchouli, but in this fragrance it's just working magically with the rest of the notes and I absolutely adore it. This is absolutely one of my favorite fragrances. It smells very delicious, very warm, and it's absolutely perfect for the fall and winter. Next, we have a very yummy fragrance. This is Nebras by Lattafa. The main notes in this one are cacao, red berries and vanilla. This is a sweet fragrance, but it's definitely not overly sweet. The berries in here are giving it this kind of like a sour feel, so the sweetness is very well balanced. This is a very soothing and comforting fragrance. To me, it smells like delicious chocolate cookies and I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's just delicious, and it makes me feel very cozy. I personally enjoy wearing it when I'm at home at night or going to bed. It's just ideal. Very delicious, very cozy, very soothing. Up next, we have one of my go-to cinnamon fragrances, and this is Oajan by Parfums de Marly. First of all, I absolutely adore the bottle. I love the gold with the black. It feels so classy and elegant. The scent itself is very rich, sweet, warm and spicy. When you first spray it, in the opening you experience this very powerful cinnamon and this very thick honey. The cinnamon here is very strong and it gives the fragrance this boozy feel to it. As it dries down, that booziness kind of fades away, and in the base we have some beautiful vanilla and tonka bean with some musk. It smells absolutely incredible. On a colder day in the air, this just really warms up the space and it makes you feel so cozy and delicious. It definitely reminds me of an apple pie in a way. It's very warm, very sweet, very thick, It's creamy. It's absolutely, absolutely divine. I adore it. Next we have another Parfums de Marly fragrance, and this one is very sweet and curly. It is Oriana. I absolutely adore the pink bottle. I think it's very, very cute. This one is definitely one of the prettiest and girliest fragrances in my collection. The main notes here are whipped cream, some marshmallow, raspberry, orange blossom. In the opening we have a very bright and uplifting splash of citruses. We have some mandarin and some bergamot. I absolutely adore the contrast between the citruses together with the sweetness. It just creates this perfect balance. It's very bright but also very sweet. It is overall a very delicious fragrance, very girly as I said. It's definitely on the sweeter side, so you should definitely like sweet fragrances to like Oriana. It's very creamy and fluffy and smooth, absolutely adorable. Next two fragrances that I will be sharing with you are, I believe, the fragrances that actually sparked and developed my love for gourmand fragrances. They are absolutely delicious and very, very addictive, and these are Lira and Italica. If you want to smell super yummy and delicious but also very sexy and addictive at the same time, you definitely need to have Lira in your life. She's absolutely delicious and incredible. The main notes we have are blood orange, some bergamot, some caramel and some vanilla. She smells like a deliciously baked lemon sponge cake. When you first spray her, you have this burst of citruses at the top that are absolutely bright and uplifting, and as it dries down it becomes caramel and vanilla heaven. She smells absolutely heavenly. Italica. She is a fragrance that a lot of people love but also a lot of people hate, and she can be a little bit too much. She's very powerful, very strong, very delicious and very gourmand. And the main notes that we have in here are some toffee, some milk, some vanilla, some almonds. If you love almond fragrances, you should definitely consider trying this one because it is just heavenly. The almond in here is so good. To me, she smells like baked almond cookies drizzled with some caramel on top, sitting next to a warm glass of milk. That's just how I would describe it. Definitely very delicious and very sweet, very addictive. But yes, she can get a little bit too powerful at times, and even I have to be in the mood to wear her. It has to be like a very cold day where I really need something very sweet and delicious, and then I would go for Italica. But yeah, keep in mind that she can be a little bit too sweet and a little bit heavy at times, but other than that, she's absolute almond, vanilla, caramel heaven. Delicious. So the last fragrance that I have to share with you today is another very sweet and delicious fragrance. This is Buontalenti by Profumo di Firenze. If you want to smell like delicious cookies with caramel, you should definitely try it. It's very, very yummy. At the opening we have a burst of fruits. We have some red berries, some apricot, some peach, some banana. I absolutely adore the opening of the fragrance. I think it's very mouth-watering. I absolutely love the banana. However, that fruitiness for me personally only lasts a couple of seconds and it fades away really, really quickly. But then in the base you have a very delicious vanilla, some coconut, cookies and caramel. Absolutely very gourmand, very sweet. If you enjoy cookie type of fragrances, definitely try Buontalenti by Profumo di Firenze. Well, this was all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please let me know down in the comments if you yourself love and enjoy gourmand fragrances. I would absolutely love to know which ones are your favorites at the moment, and I hope to see you next time.